Okay, Smokey. I'm a noob. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. So I got access to the full version of Oaken Tower, which is amazing. Sadly, I couldn't really play it so far, but what I've seen is amazing. The problem is I don't know what the developer shared with the community, you know, so I can't really talk about anything of that. Otherwise, yeah, I don't want to level up. Otherwise, you know, would kind of suck to spoiler things that the dev decided not to show. By the way, in case you're wondering why didn't we level up there, it's the same reason why I actually want to lose this fight. Because otherwise we level up. We now gain HP. There we go. And whenever you level up, you get a multiple in percentages of your HP. 30%. You know, so it's not really necessary to do that, but it's nice. Now, to be fair, maybe winning the fight would have been better. I expected to lose it either way. But having more HP will be nice for the future. And early losses don't really mean a lot, because early you'll just lose 1 HP, then 2 HP, then 3 HP. In other words, once we get to 3 HP, that 1 HP loss is not a big deal unless it's the reason that we die. You know, then of course sucks. No. We are not doing this today. But there is a reason why I would want this. I maybe should have taken a goblet for a triple, but a triple is not even that important. What I'm looking for is, I'm looking for the book. Or that. That is a book, but not the book that I've been looking for. Okay. Not the worst thing ever. Not the best thing ever. I want to keep this, I think. Scheiße. What happened? Weren't we just going for a nice, calm moon build a second ago, and all of a sudden... Where are the daggers coming from? What happened? Right? What happened? Wait, what happened here? Okay, interesting. We gotta be careful though, because if we do play against lower rated players, they tend to just buy whatever they see, you know, without really a vision in their mind. And that can be quite dangerous, because this will just end your run. Okay. Oh, that we don't have the book, we never got... Okay, you know what, if we get Elven, I'll go for it. No, that is a dedicated build, holy moly. Luckily, kind of slow, not really, but kind of. I need something to drink. There we go. Were you worth it? Probably not. But I know that I won't fill out the entire slots for quite a while. Yeah, but why would Elven also exist, you know? Right? Why would we make that a thing? Dex doesn't need this. Okay, we are looking for the book still. We're looking for cooldown. Well, perfect. I could have kept that crit in, but I don't really care. Okay. Perfect. I should probably level up. And I can level up again if I sell you. Or you. But I need you for a win. I need 1 win. Okay. Good. So the reason we need a win is at wave 8, like day 8, we get plus 2 HP. So if we die on the next day, which I'll actually force, like I want to die on the next day, because then we get a reward out of that for reviving. But it's not really a reward, but it's like a buff. And if we don't die, we can't use the plus 2 HP either way. And we would need to take the other option. And that's pretty much not worth it. Okay, that is beautiful. In other words, I will sell this. We don't need it. I just want to be as strong as possible, that the fight is super long. Okay, but the problem is I need something else. And I'm not exactly sure what yet. That is nice for the future. So today the goal is, first of all, I'll do this. I think we always lose, but again, we really want to lose. There is a chance we don't lose because the fire will ramp up and deal a lot of damage to them, and they don't stack up enough. So there is a chance. You're maxed out. That is beautiful. But yeah, we want to lose because strategy-wise, that's just better. So yeah, we would have won, that would have been bad, because then we wouldn't die here. Okay, now you see exactly what I'm talking about. We talk to her, we'll take the chest here, because there are a lot of purple items we want, and now we get plus 2 HP, so we go back up to 4, and we have 1 death available. That's maybe the rest that I didn't really explain. So now the issue is, I need to find a way out. Like something that makes us win. That is something that makes us win. That deals a lot of damage. Beautiful. Oh, that's annoying. That should be enough for most builds that you encounter. On day 9 we are hoping for Carmen. Because Carmen is MVP for gold builds. We could triple here into a triple of you. That would actually be quite nice. Nope. Oh. They don't have a lot of HP, and this weapon is now really strong. It doesn't look like it, but it deals 120 damage per attack and gives us 6 gold each time. Gold efficiency wise, by the way, it's better to not go to the 2-star version, because the 1-star version gives you 4 gold, and this one only gives you 6 gold, so you double the damage output. Oh my god, I love you. We double the damage output, but we only get 50% more gold. But obviously this one is better for winning. You know, when you want to win fights, and we can't lose that many fights. I will pick one of these up in case I ever need it, in case we get like into a very bad situation. We do need debuffs on this, like 1 poison. We don't need more though. Not yet. Like in the future we can take it, but we don't want to take it right now, because it's just way too costly. One of them will be bought manually. Because if we encounter the 200 gold potion, then we want to use that on that. Okay. You have 3.7 seconds. That is horrible. Well, now it will be a lot faster. Well, now the cooldown of this goes up by only 2 seconds. Right. There may be new people coming in from time to time, so maybe I should explain some stuff, but maybe I can't be bothered. I'm sorry. This only contains things that we have, so this is amazing, because that is so much bonus gold we get here. This book over here always triggers when a dagger trigger and after 2 seconds on its own, and they will give you bonus gold. Now we want to get this to the purple level, the 2-star, because then we get income, and income is permanent. This just stays on your character. But we didn't just get a day 9 3-star potion. But we didn't just actually do that, right? Nah, I'm dreaming. I'm completely dreaming. So the insane thing is, first of all, we kill the enemies way too fast. That is not good. But the insane thing is, every time this attacks, we get 2 of the goblets that generate gold for us every single day. We got 66 of them. So, okay, I'll show you in a moment why that's so insane. So one of these goblets will give us, like, the value goes up by 60 gold when we sell it, but they also generate 15 gold every single day. And more importantly, they give us these chests. Right now we need a lost fragment, because this gives multicast to the thing above, and the moment it's maxed out, when it's purple, the cooldown, whenever it gives you multicast, doesn't go up anymore. And that's what I'm after. Because then it's +1 multicast every single second, and that's kind of insane. Well, there we go. Do you see that? No more reduction. You're now at 3.1 seconds right now. We need to upgrade the cooldown. We can also find... Do I need something? I mean, I can go for the crit amulet, I guess. Sure, let's do that. But otherwise, we'll just sell all of the chests. But the crit amulet will be nice. If we ever encounter a loss, we can put it in and guarantee that we win. The only downside is at that point, you know, we don't earn any of the goblets anymore, but it's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, we just got the same item 3 times in a row. Okay, that is not bad. That removes debuffs for us. We have a lot of money, so I don't have to pick the most expensive option. Instead, I can pick the duplicates here, except for now. And the goal is that we just generate more chests, because this gives us another chance to get the legendary that we want. Well, that is beautiful. So this will generate a humongous amount of money for us. We can put you in. We can even put you in, because why not? I don't think we need debuff removal yet, because someone who went for debuffs will be rather weak in comparison. Now, that is a bit annoying. Yeah, but I want to go for that. Do we care? Sure. The issue is with the duplicator shop, so there's a special effect of Carmen, who can make lucky shops appear. The problem is that we'll have so many goblets that they can't copy anything else, but okay, we are getting ridiculously lucky with that. Like, this should not happen, like that it has so many items in there. Nah, I guess we don't have that many goblets yet, right? Okay. That is maxed out, beautiful. Sure. Do I still go for the multicast? Does it really matter? Yeah, let's keep it. Perfect. Book. Well, honestly speaking, I may as well just do this. Plus 1 multicast, let's put that on you. Because once this is at 1 second, it will always give +2 multicast to the hook. And the maximum we can give it is 10. Because then it just attacks so often that why did I just... yeah, whatever. Whatever. Honestly, I don't care. Well, I also shouldn't care about you. I may regret that in the future, by the way. Okay, let's sell one of you. Let's sell you. Shields, but not a lot. Yeah, do you see that problem though? Like, they don't have enough HP, and I think that's actually a problem that the rank got reset. Yeah, that's 715, and you start at 800, so that's someone who actually just lost a bunch of games. No shame against them, you know, that's just you learn the game and stuff like this. The problem, however, is that we don't face enemies that went through this build-up of an insane build. So we also don't encounter someone who can tank us for a very long time. Which means we don't get something crazy. Like, I don't know, 500 goblets in a singular fight, which can easily happen. In case you think it's exaggerated, nope, it's not. Okay, maybe a 3-star potion? No. 3-star potion would be good, because we could turn this 3-star, and then it gives stuff permanent multicast. That is cooldown. Sure. So either we give this one here cooldown, I think I'll do that. That this one gets more cooldown. I don't know what could be in there, that would be interesting. Okay. I don't have you anymore, so I will just buy it manually. So we could copy something in our here. The issue is that our weapon is too strong. We could do this for a fun time, but I don't think we care. Like, there are some fun shenanigans you can do, but like, I'm just happy about the stuff that we have. I will go for the candy to stack it up. This just gives crit. There's another book, that's what I was looking for. And we can actually upgrade that, I believe. No, yeah, we can. Perfect, with this potion down there. Like, it just gives you a copy of whatever you select. It's not about value with that, though you can copy the chests you have seen, because they contain a lot of value. They cost 55 gold, but they contain 2 goblets that you can sell for 20. And when you sell it, you get 28 gold back, so you actually only pay 7 gold for that, if you would immediately sell, but you obviously wait a day. Okay, that is one not so bad debuff, you know. We could actually put in the Shard Fang. This would generate a lot of money with this, but we kind of want to... ooh. Maybe. Because it doesn't deal a lot of damage to begin with, you know, and it will trigger the book a lot, but it means we get a little bit less of the goblets. Yeah. We are fine, we don't need the goblets. Oh. That doesn't really work. We could do it, but it's not really important is the issue. I could also do this. Like, we could do some shenanigans here, but I don't really care about them. Perfect. So, you get upgraded. This is also a dagger, in case it wasn't obvious. So, whenever this attacks and applies bleed on the enemies, this will get triggered twice with low damage, relatively low damage at least. And then these both get triggered and give us +1 income. So, we have 180 income. Let's keep an eye on that. Yeah, do you see what's happening there? So we had 180 income. What is your cooldown? 1.9, good. Now we have 438 income. And that is not a high income run, what we are doing. I actually don't want to upgrade it further, because we give so many multi-hits that the only thing that happens is it gets more damage. And that's not what we want. We don't want it to be stronger. Should I go for another book? There's no cooldown in here, you have to be kidding me. That was a cooldown shop. Potion of Appearance. Let's keep it for now. Let's get the poison against tank builds, because they are just usually good to defend against hits. But Poison goes through armor. I'm still looking at the Elven and I'm considering if I just give this Elven. We could do it. That's permanent multicast. You know what? I will give it a shot. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Like, the issue is, once we have a little bit of multicast on it, it is actually so strong that it will be borderline impossible to get all of the stacks in, but we do have some ways of doing it. So we waste you, that is bonus damage. We actually don't want bonus damage on this because that just ends the fight faster. Then we give you shield and heal, and these candies here, they just give you reduced rerolls, and we just got 7, now we get 8. Because every time you use them, they scale up. What do I do with the potion of appearance? Okay. You know what? Why mess around with this entire thing? We just go max money. Max money mode. So what it does now is, this will now give permanent multicast to the items above. One little shenanigan we could do is, I could give that to every single item that we have here. Potion of appearance, please. Okay, there's another book. There's another book. Burn, also not bad. This one gets blocked by armor though. Oh, we didn't get it. You may actually also have the book. No, what I noticed is these always have tier buckets. So common, uncommon, epic, you know. And this one is epic. Even though we made it more likely to appear, it doesn't do a lot if we can't possibly get it, you know. Oh my god. Do I still need you? You would actually still be quite helpful. Oh. Here's the issue. The moment I give this the multicast, it will attack ridiculously fast and kill the enemies. So this may not have enough time to give the other one multicast as I want to. Scheiße. Okay. Now we get 2 income and 6 gold whenever a dagger attacks. Yeah, I need to give you cooldown. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my god, you're tanky. I love you. This is amazing. But now imagine the entire fight has had 10 attacks already, and they only had like 15,000 HP, 20,000, which is way more common. But this one just made 1,000 gold. And take a look at our income. We doubled our income. This is so much money. I think in the last 4 days, you usually don't even see as much money as we just get in income. Honestly, I shouldn't even use these potions anymore. Then I usually start stacking them up like stupid, you know. Like, what I mean is I should just keep them. Wait, how many do we have? So you're done. Your cooldown is done, so you're out. Are you out? I could give the other ones, like everything here, cooldown. Now let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Then we put in 1, 2 as a duplicate effect, which actually we can sell that. And replace it with a normal one, because this one is now permanent, so this is also permanent. And now deals less damage. But yeah, we need 2 books, so we just need 1 more finished. And then we just look for 3-star potions, special events, but that's it. I actually don't care about the crit. I may regret that in the future, but I don't care. Another thing we could do is... that just came to my mind. We can also have one upgraded version of this, a 2-star version. Well, but that only deals a little bit more... You know what, I don't care. Okay, sure, keep on going. Keep on going. I want to have all of the money in the world. How about you give me another one, huh? Oh god, when I saw it pop off, I was like, no way, you just did that. Oh yeah, we need to give you cooldown, that's why I did that. Bonus HP, it's now at 500. Then crit, sure, you just keep getting that. I need to give someone else a damage, because otherwise we kill the enemies too fast. There we go. Okay, they're not different. I just wanted to check that. Oh yeah, you're not even supposed to be in there. And then the reroll candy. This makes a lot of difference. It halves the cost. Oh my god, that is so good. This will be important for the future. Man, I hate this that this is constantly highlighted. Maybe it just doesn't matter. Like, yes, we do earn more money, but I will actually build up another book in case I just want to have full books. There was actually a shop with full random items. Okay. It is not normal that that happens. That is insane. That is actually completely insane. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm. You know, I have a fun idea. And that is something I've never done before. Oh, this will be so annoying. Do we actually do that? I can't do it for a while. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. This will be something new, which is quite a statement when you get to this point. So you get 3 start for sure. Okay. 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 It may actually be better. Yeah, it would be better to put in another shard fang, but we can't afford that. I need more cooldown is the issue. Is there a different candy? No. Okay. Can I do more here? Not really. Please don't kill the enemies too fast. Okay. Yeah, that's what I feared. That's what I feared. You know what? If they have 16 multicast and the cooldown is at 0.6, that's also permanent. It just takes a tiny bit longer. But let's give you another multicast. You know, it needs 0.6 seconds longer until they trigger, but they will still infinitely trigger. Oh my god. The question is... do I have enough cooldown? Probably. For all of the... oh god, that's so many of them. How do I do all of them? I need more 3-star potions. I don't need that. I need 3-star potions and candy. I need a lot of candy to make this work, or we have a problem. Hello. Okay. Hey, Carmen. Do you still exist? Okay, there we go. Nice. We have 2 of them. That is actually huge. Like, we got quite a lot of them in this run. Sure, level up. The higher you go after 20,000, by the way, the less impact the level up has. Like, you may have noticed, it's no longer 30%. So, it's not really advised that you keep on going. I mean, you can do it if you have the money, obviously. Okay, next fight. I actually have to pay attention to whether we can do this or not. Holy moly, you just healed so much and we still won. How? Oh, because you don't have a lot of cooldown. Yeah, that's ballsy to have something so insane and then buffing up this one. But that's a wild decision. But that was perfect for me. So you're done now. You're still not done. That was such a long fight. Okay, but these 2 are done. So what we'll do now is we put in the next 2 books and repeat the same thing, but I may have a time issue that I can't do all of them. I think I will actually have a time issue. Like, guaranteed. Oh no. Well, that's good. Well, I might have the value potion. I might have the value potion if I don't use it. Beautiful. Okay, first HP. Then we have to keep this. So heal is... Oh god. You know what, I don't care. I just use the rolls. We keep the rest. How do I do this though? I can't give all of them enough cooldown. Multicast and cooldown. Like it takes like one fight to give one of them this. Two of them are done. So this will be the third. Yeah, I can't do it in time. I can't do all of them. I would need to 3-star another lost fragment. Oh no. And it has a 4-second cooldown. That means I need to use the cooldown I saved. Do I actually do that? We may have enough money. We may get lucky enough to find everything that I need. So it is possible. Oh my god, but I also have to give it multicast. The lost fragment. I need to find the multicast potion. Okay. Let's say this is the sign that we are supposed to do it. These will also be 3-starred. Okay, I need multicast potions, please. Alternatively, no. Maybe. Let's see how much cooldown I have in here. Listen, they don't have to be perfect. If they have 1.6 second cooldown and they have like 12 multicast, I'm more than happy with it. Because that is still ridiculous. Oh my god. I can't do this again. Like, I have no other way of giving them multicast right now. Okay. Let's use these first. Then we use the health. Then we get the healing and this. What are even these supposed to be? I haven't considered that. Like, what I put on them. Okay. So you need cooldown. Nee. Didn't I hover over you? I did it wrong. Okay, so I have to put this in. We have to hope for a very long fight. And we reduce this cooldown here. You know what? That may be good enough. I don't think so, but it may be enough. If I remove this, I can remove this for one fight to guarantee that, like, everything works out. This would have been a perfectly long fight if it had one more second of cooldown. You know, this one here. Okay, you got 53 though. That is insane. We can only afford to lose one fight, otherwise we're out of the game after that. Now, technically speaking, I am also fine to lose a game entirely. Okay, so what I'll do is, because I'm getting so confused with everything, I'll quickly put these in. So you have armor. You have armor. You will get the damage, I would say. That it's, I need to use the candy, otherwise it gets too ridiculous. Then we have 2 3-star potions for you. The damage one also gets the crit. You get the armor. You get the heal. You get the damage. You get the damage. You get the damage. And who do we give the burn? I only have one more fight. Bleed. Wait. Bleed, poison, fire. I don't really care about bleed. Oh, wow. Okay. So, because we know we want to lose the next fight, guaranteed, I will actually get rid of this, that we have enough time to do these two. And you guys have nothing, so we will just give you as much as we can. You get the cooldown, nice. And the rest of the cooldown is used for the books. But again, this doesn't really matter. Dude, this is like a science project right now, like I'm getting a headache from this. Uh-oh. Yeah, that is the biggie. You have the 6. You're the basic one. What I could actually do is, I could give this one here already burn. Let's do that. You know, because then in the fight we get to stack it up. Why did I do that though? There's no reason to do that. Like, either it changes nothing about the fight at all, because we already, like, we would have lost without it, we would have lost with it, or it will shorten the fight, because we build up way too much burn. You know, that's also bad. Like, we don't want that. Okay. That is so much healing. This is so absurd. I have to be so cautious, though, what I do here. I need to find more multicast, though. For the one book that doesn't have the full multicast. Okay, lucky. I don't need that. Burn, sure. I don't see a world where we need Potion of Appearance, but I'll pick it up. Because it sucks when you don't see the world where you need it. And then you find the world where you need it, and it's like, yep, should have done it. Okay, I will just move them to the side now. Like I'll not exchange them all the time to do this. Those were 2 lucky shots. Shops guaranteed. There's poison. Multicast, one of them. We have one more shop after this. To get everything that we need. Well, that is more than enough cooldown to get all of them maxed out. Nice. Rolls is good. Burn is good. Shock damage. Overbleed? Sure. Maybe. I don't know it yet. I don't need the rest. Potion of Appearance? I don't care. I don't care about any of these. We have 1 Potion of Appearance. Stay away from me, my friend. I hate you. You can't do this with the 3-star potion, by the way. Did we 3-star? We 3-starred all of them. Okay. That's normal. Yeah. It would be so funny if we won the fight like this, by the way. Just wanted to make sure they are maxed out. Poison. Come on. How do you usually get debuffs? I actually don't remember. So we could sell all of these. I would say we just sell a few of them. Because we have quite a lot of them. We want to keep some because they give us bonus money next round. But also, like, you see how the reroll cost gets higher? Yeah, perfect. You see how the reroll cost gets higher? And the issue is, if you keep them too long, then next round we sell one of them and we can't even reroll once because it got so expensive. So you don't want to wait too long with them. You know what, I'll just get them all. This will be a nightmare, by the way. Like, someone once said, hey Dex, why don't you just keep them and do it at the very end? Because it's a huge nightmare to do it all at once. If you, like, in cases where you don't want them all to land on the same thing is what I mean. Okay. That's definitely something we can do. Okay, let's check this out. So you are the slow one. I could technically give this one +1 multicast, but let's hope the enemy doesn't kill us too fast. We have to surrender this or the game is over. And we have a chance of winning. Because this fire will build up quite a bit. And we have a lot of shield and healing. Like, they deal a lot of damage to us with the burn and everything. Oh, yeah, we lost this. Good though. So it didn't make a difference that we put burn on it, but it could have also heavily shortened the fight, which isn't that much fun. Now we need to check out if I achieved everything I wanted. We actually did it. We actually did it. You're the poison. We don't need the Potion of Appearance. You're the burn. The damage will be in the middle. Then we have one that doesn't have enough multicast, so you get that. If you use this right away, it doesn't progress the reroll cost as far as I recall. I also don't need that. We can't duplicate potions. So poison... I don't know what we put on this one. Like, it's probably bleed, it could be shock. Both of them are useless, because bleed only works with attacks that deal damage, so it would make this attack here stronger. And the problem with shock is, it only deals like 40 damage to the enemy every time it ticks, because we have increased it, but it's still horrible. And I guess it's also hard to find. Okay. Right, we have a ginormous amount of candy. Oh no. And we have to sell these now. Okay, I could have... I could have sold a little bit more last round. Now, if you are like, oh god, Dex, this round will take forever, it will take a while, but not as long as you think, because the reroll cost goes up by 1 every single round, half because we have the cheaper rerolls, but this will start kicking in very fast as something ridiculous. Come on. That's not what I meant. Who's my poison guy? You? You know what? I'll get them because I can. Oh, okay. Let's use you. I hope I always use the HP as well. Because I will just go through them and put like on the stuff that like where it belongs. Where is it? Here 9. That wasn't German. Oh yeah, there's shock. You know what? I'll put a shock on you. So no bleed, but shock instead. Heal and shield. You know what? I'll just get it because I can. It won't make a difference. I could actually do that. Like, instead of one of the books, we put this in, turn all of them dark, and then they trigger in the start of the combat. So we don't even have to be concerned about their cooldown, because they immediately just go off and keep on going. But I don't think it matters enough. Okay, well, there's no way we get the blue candy. It looks like it's in the front, but it's in the very back of it, so it's just GG. Poison. Shock deals 10 more damage. Nice, now it's up to 50, I believe. We can actually check it out. 50 damage, wow. Very useless. What a build, huh? I need to take a screenshot of that. Okay. Let's use the candy before I accidentally sort it. There we go. I mean, I could also use the crit right away, because the crit doesn't matter to scale up, you know, so we get rid of it. It just gets really annoying to do all of it. I just sorted them. Okay, forget about it. You know what? Let's give them cooldown. So you're at 1 second, you're 2 seconds, now you go down to 1 second. None of these matter, by the way. So we can just do it. You are down to 1 second. Then you need 0.2, and all of them are done except for this one, and you are missing 1 tiny potion. 1 tiny potion, please. Come on. Come on. Listen, I really don't need it. It's not about needing, it's about perfection, because I'll always... Oh my god. I will always remember it's there. Burn. Poison. Sometimes... Okay, perfect. Sometimes I wished I could just see the face of the people facing my builds that we put together here. Like, just imagine you encountered this on the last day. You had like a fun run, you got really strong, everything was fine, then you get to this point in the final fight. And it's even funnier if you... Oh god. It's even funnier if you end up losing to this. But like, just the disrespect, right? The highest possible day. We achieved that, by the way. Like, with the order and how we lost. We managed... I sorted it. It's fine. We managed to get to the highest possible day in the game. So this is where the strongest possible builds are, because they're there the longest time. Doesn't always mean they managed to get everything, you know, but expectation-wise, this is where you find the strongest builds. And then you just run into this. Give me a moment. I can imagine there are a few people that were like, Dex, didn't you say this doesn't take that long? And you've been sitting on this for like half an hour. Didn't you say it doesn't take that long? I feel scammed. Well, it doesn't take as long as, you know, looking at our 3 gold reroll costs and doing this. And that used to be a thing. Reroll costs in the game didn't used to go up in the past. So you had infinite runs where you could just do everything in one really good gold turn. And that's why this got introduced. Now, I critiqued that decision a lot. And I still do. I think it's utterly wrong. Not because I love gold builds. I mean, I do. But that is not the reason. Okay, think about it logically, right? Did we have any issues in this run with gold? Like, actual real issues. Do you see what we are doing? Do you see what we are doing? Do you think we had issues? No. So if the gold builds are actually not affected by that nerf, who is affected? Well, all of those builds that keep on rerolling to get their build finished, you know, they have just the basic amount of gold in the game, and then they get to the increased reroll costs, and it's like, cool, now reroll is 10 gold. I earned 120 gold today, like from income. That was all the money that I earned, and one roll is 1/12 of that. That is ridiculous. And that's why I'm not the biggest fan of it. Because it hurts the wrong people. Okay. This will be so hard because the game really tries to fool you. Oh my god, this will be really hard. Okay, healers in the front decks, keep this in mind. But pretty much the candy that you see is not always the candy that you get. So you, and I have to take a screenshot by the way and send this to the Oaken Tower Discord. Like there's no way I'll not do that. Because this is peak decks. Okay, I hate that the crit is in there. You. Oh god, I'm getting dizzy. Like, not dizzy, but more like... Usually in my head, you know, it says, oh, go to the top, go here, go there. And that is slow now. Which is not great. Because one mistake and the entire image gets messed up. You know what, I'll not talk for the rest of this. Well... I gotta admit, it's really boring to not talk while I'm doing something. Oh my god. Okay. So, screenshot. Okie schmoky, where is it? I'm sorry, you have to wait for a moment, but you can just skip forward. We can actually get this and roll. 5,000 IQ. Do you understand that we just almost got 1,000 bonus damage because of this decision? No, sadly we couldn't get the rest. But 5,000 IQ. Final fight? Drake? Okay. Are you sure that it's a day 17 build? Like, I'm not saying I expect anyone could have actually beat us. Okay, I don't actually think so. But... you know, Drake? Hey, mate! You're level 7. I'm 37. Oh, okay, we got frozen. Ah, okay. Well. Good that we talked about that. Good that we talked about that. Okay, Schmoky. Okay, oh, this is what I want to see. It doesn't even matter that we did all of the special effects on these things, you know. It doesn't matter. What really matters is all of the gold that we earned. It's like all of the friends that you made, but it actually has value. Because it's money. Right? You would agree to that. Right? Right? Flawless. This is music in my ears. This is like the sound that I fall asleep to. I'm talking so much nonsense. Like, you know, the funny part is, in real life, I actually don't care about money at all. But for some reason in games, I'm completely addicted to it. It doesn't fit at all, but it's funny. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you next time.